on this good governance media tour. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you on behalf of Geometric Power to our ABIA power plant site. My name is Agatha Nagi, and I'm the Managing Director of Geometric Power. Welcome. Today I'm going to quickly introduce our Head of Security and Safety. He'll do a quick induction course before we conduct you around our premises. The ABIA integrated power plant comprises of this particular site where we have a 140 megawatts power plant. It also includes the overhead lines that you see going out of this premises and the gas pipeline that starts from Owaza for 27 kilometers to our gates. And finally, a substation that energizes power from the power plant to go onto the grid. So there are about 4 components to this integrated power project, and that's what makes it unique. Finally, there is an estate which where we are housing over 150 personnel that have worked on the power plant to date. The tour will probably be about 30 minutes, so I thank you very much for coming. And as we move around, we will have our engineers give you some more information that will enable you understand a little better what this project is all about. Thank you. Over to Mr. Jerry for the brief induction.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Engineer Jerry Obi. Welcome you to the ABIA Integrated Power Project
for the 4th turbine. And when that is completed, we will have, the first phase is about 140, so we'll be looking at about 180 from GPOW and supply to the off-takers in ABIA. The project, the ABIA Integrated Power Project, was started before the Power Reform Act. So in order to conform with the Power Reform Act, we had to split it into 2. Before we pass this building, we're going to go around this way. On the left side, the warehouse, which also doubles up as an engineering and training room. So staff, stand over there so you can have a quick view of everything from where the gas will come in to where the power is generated and how it is evacuated. That way you have a vantage point and we don't take too much of your time.
This is a gas turbine station. And the meaning of a gas turbine station is that your machine itself needs gas to function. That is the meaning of it. Now, it's an open cycle. Open cycle in the sense that it takes gas into the combustor, the air comes into the combustor, burning takes place inside the turbine, and then you exhaust the waste gas through your chimney. So open air inside, open exhaust outside. That is why it's called open cycle. You have a machine that guarantees you 47 megawatts if you boost it through with the help of the chiller. And then you see that your gas comes in from that end. You have a gas facility, gas receiving station, just where people are working there. Yeah, clear. So that's where we are going to site our gas, gas entry point. Here you have the scrubbers and the filters to ensure that the quality of gas coming into the machine is clean. And that is handled by Oil Serv. Oil Serv is a contractor responsible for the construction of the gas line. So that is more or less close to 100% ready. Yeah, because the pipeline is just by there. It has been buried. So we are waiting for the scrubbers to come in, then we mount them there and connect. Then we now connect them to the turbine.
Do you understand it to mean that the problem of gas supply is actually solved?
Precisely, yes. Yeah, because we have a GSA agreement with Shell, we contracted the oil staff to do to run the gas line for us, and that is more or less 27 kilometer gas line has been buried underground. So what we need now is to tie it to the system. So in terms of gas coming here, I don't think we are deficient at all in any form. Then when you talk of gas, yes, as long as the GSA agreement with Shell, kicks off. Okay.
Honorable Minister, I understand why you're asking the question. And the answer is we have a gas supply agreement with Shell, and that is still standing. What has actually delayed our project was the delivery of the gas pipes. The contractor had some challenges in shipping the pipes. It wasn't his fault, but now it's been shipped, delivered. If you look at the wall, on the other side of it, you can actually see the pipes physically in the ground, because behind this wall so maybe some of the cameramen can actually go and take a shot of it, because that will be helpful.
No, but after this conversation.
Okay. So once he finishes his presentation, just go there and take a peep at it and capture that part, because the good news is the pipeline is here, and we are now also at the Owaza end where Shell will give us the molecules, the gas molecules from.
The pipe compared to the other end.
Yes.
The pipes have been laid up to this place now.
Absolutely.
So, end to end.
Correct.
Great. I'm still asking that question because we have been very worried about completing a power plant and gas is not ready. And therefore the factory, is staying there. It's not generating electricity because ordinarily gas should even be fixed before this stage, so that as you are completing, you just turn on. So we're very happy that at least this problem for geometry is being solved.
Absolutely correct. We're grateful to the NNPC. They worked very hard. They worked with us on solving that problem. Same as Shell, Total, who are their partners in the joint venture. So they were very, very useful in finding solutions of how to get the right amount of gas we need for this power plant. So as soon as we commission this year, which should be within the next, by the end of February to March, we will start the commissioning process. What that means is that the first turbine will be fired, then the next turbine a couple of weeks later, and the last turbine a couple of weeks later. So over a period of 2.5 to 3 months, the 3 turbines will be completed, they will be fired, and then we'll do the formal commissioning. But come March this year, this generation plant will start firing.
Promise that the good governance team will be there.
We will be delighted to welcome you back to Geometric Power Plant. Yes.
It's a revolutionary step.
Yes.
The first private power plant, commercial power plant in Nigeria.
That's correct.
And that has completely changed the story of electricity in Nigeria.
ABBA people will start enjoying power supply from generation made here in Geometric Power ABBA Power Plant in 2013.
And all the industries here will be guaranteed stable power supply.
Uninterruptible, stable, and affordable power.
Uninterruptible. Uninterrupted.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference. You see, I'm just getting this language.
Uninterruptible. So, however, Honorable Minister, there are still a few things that need to be sorted out. Obviously, one of them is the issue of labor. It would be good to take care of the labor issues so that once we fire, we'll be able to carry along our brothers and sisters that have been working in ABBA with PHCN. That is our goal. We're not here to fire anybody. We would rather bring them on board, retrain everybody so that we all work together to make ABBA light up.
Let me just come in here. Okay, we were interrupted by this gas issue, and I think it has been cleared. So we do not have any fears concerning gas. Yeah, we don't have any fear concerning. Now, if you bring in gas, what happens? you are sending in gas to a machine. And what do you want the machine to do for you? To give you power. Now, this is the process in a very simplified form. Now, you need, the gas turbine itself is not a self-starting device. You must have to edit to start. Now, you go through a simple process of ensuring that within the site, you have this switchgear system, medium voltage, low voltage switchgear system that ensures complete power lightning of the entire premises. And the various components, auxiliary components attached to the machine, picks up power from the same switchgear system. And this is the switchgear the building itself. Now, if there is no power in any form, you use the black start to energize this switchgear system to ensure that there is power flowing from your black start to the switchgear system so that the whole compound, yes, is lighted. Once you achieve that, it means that there is power supply to the various motors, auxiliary fans, and so on. In that case, the turbine itself that you are seeing standing, 1, 2, 3, all the auxiliary components around it will have power supply.
Prof, thank you so much. Yeah, it's our pleasure. Okay, yes, madam. That's Professor Batnack speaking to us now. Former Minister of Power. Thank you. Professor of Robotics.
Okay. You can now see that this is used on hand. Yes. Pure brand new. Yeah. Yes. So that this is through two pictures. It's a jet engine. This side of it is your turbine itself. This side is the compressor. The compressor forces air from the atmosphere. It compresses it and continues to feed this turbine. And then your fuel now comes in. Yeah. Your fuel comes in now and mixes with the gas inside there. Your air comes in and mixes with the gas, the fuel inside there. Burning takes place there. This, if you look at your vehicle engine, yes, what happens in your vehicle engine is similar. But the difference is that your vehicle engine is this crankshaft is reciprocating. But here now, the force you are transmitting is axial. That is what the difference. The burning that is happening in your vehicle engine takes place here. Then you need to exhaust. Instead of having that exhaust you have in your vehicle engine, you are pulling it out. Yeah. That is the meaning of it. So that is precisely what happens. Right. Then you get
your feedback feed the consumer from the other line. There's never at any time there could be failure, which we don't pray. And that is why this design, it will take time for people to climb it, excepting this my young man, he can climb. So that's why we made it this way. So based on that, we have 4 new substations in the town, in Aba and its environment. And we are refurbishing 3 more from PSN, making 7. And all these are interconnected to make sure we don't fail the country. Because there were several agreements, moral agreements we signed with the government of this country that we are setting a pace for the power industry in Nigeria. And we want to maintain that pace and maintain that classification. That's 1. 2. 3. If you look around, if you look around, you'll only see these pillars. But there are other things. There are other things on the ground where these things emanate, where we have instruments that monitors what happens all over, and also a feedback. We have an interconnectivity tripping. Assuming 1 circuit trips, there is a return to open it, and we get the indication specifying the distance, the location where that thing occurred. That is a design. It's very costly, but we adopted it. They say outside Africa, the other side of the world, they are so good, no power failure, this and that. They do have power failure, but it is the arrangement that they have that makes it to look or appear as if there's no power failure. Thank you.
Advantages of this project, and it will be just like something unimaginable in the Nigerian conditions, I can say, because I'm here for 25 years in this place, and really I am very proud to be part of this big achievement. And Geometric are doing really something extraordinary. That means you have safe, uninterrupted power supply. And something like this we couldn't imagine in this place. But this achievement is just for, let's say, history of the country.
Thank you very much. We're just going to go over there. As we hand over the hard hats, we will just say our thank yous. And that will...
Excuse me, please. Before those questions, I don't know who really to congratulate, whether it is Bart or Agatha, because she's done so well. She's the managing director here. We want to really thank you and appreciate you and the great job you are doing here, because no matter how good the machines work, management determines the success of failure. And I think management is crucial, very, very important, make the difference between success and failure. And I think to take this project to this level, surely it's a clear indication of your commitment and your seriousness. We would also like to thank all the engineers and all the people making us proud here, from Slobodan to Engineer Ehi and all others. Where's that, my brother? Was Okut. Really, yeah, and Kabir. Hey, come forward, come on. These great people, you know. Yes, and Kabir, thank you. We are very proud of you. Yes, we are very, very proud of you, and that's the difference. Nigeria has some technical base. We have the people. What we need is the infrastructure. People can learn and gain more. And I'm proud to be associated with Nigerian engineers, working with South African engineers from other countries. So, but that is Serbia. I think we're very, very happy. First, I will also want to congratulate Professor Badinaji for the great job and confidence he gave the power industry. He started this geometric power before the reforms by Mr. President took off. He shows his confidence in his country. He was a former Minister of Science and Technology, and by providence also became the Minister of Power and drove the power reform program to the near success phase before he left. We are proud of him. We are proud of what he has achieved, personally here and for the nation. Nathan has put his finger on the problem of power supply in Nigeria. He has done it, and we are seeing a revolution about to take place here in March by the grace of God. And we're going to see that, unlike before, where it was illegal, unlawful. Can somebody hold that in properly? Where it was illegal and unlawful for private people to generate power in Nigeria and to sell power in Nigeria, the president's power roadmap and reforms are now leading to a completely new direction in power supply in Nigeria that will not be driven by the private sector. The reform program has virtually been concluded. The bidding for the privatization of discos and also disc generation companies has been completed. Now we are talking about actually giving out those bids so that from this year, the engine room of power generation and distribution in Nigeria will return to the private sector. The various reforms have been made. The bulk purchaser, the bulk buyer has been put in place. The regulator is in place, which means you can generate your power now and sell to the bulk buyer, who will then distribute it to end users and return your money to those of you who are engaged in this. One of the key achievements of the president is resolving the gas problem for the new gas power plants in the country. We are building 10 by the federal government, and there are private power plants also. Now, without gas, we could not have arrived at this stage. I am happy that at Geometric, we are now confirming that the gas supply problem, at least to this plant and several other plants, has virtually resolved now. So when these power plants take off this year, in the first quarter of this year, there will be stable supply of gas. Power will be generated, uninterruptedly. And I think that is the plus there. Finally, let me reassure Nigerians, because there's a lot of noise in the country. What is the president doing? Some call him all manner of names. I've told him not to worry. Not to worry, because a reformer will never get support at the beginning. We say he should put his eyes on the ball. So this is one of the first evidence of the president's reform programs revolutionizing the power supply situation in Nigeria. And by the time we go to the middle of this year, people will see increased power supply coming into the country. I want to commend the Minister of Petroleum Resources, because I know how she has driven this process in the last couple of months to fix the gas supply conundrum that has continued to block the usage of the completed power plants. And let me commend her. And Nigerians must know, as far as I'm concerned, I've worked with her in the Federal Executive Council, and I think she's been one of our best oil ministers. People will not appreciate it, but we must tell it to you clearly. She has brought vision, brought commitment to this sector, and we're seeing a lot of reforms. The gas master plan itself is one of the reasons why we are now achieving success with gas-fired power plants. And the gas master plan is working, the gas revolution is taking off, and a lot of gas. We have stopped gas flaring from 100% to about 18% currently, and to about 18% currently. And very soon, we will exit gas flaring as we harness the gas resources of this country to energize the economy and to export. So let me commend you, Agatha, and through you, Professor Bath. The entire team were very, very happy. We are proud to be Nigerians with what is happening here, and we'll be returning in March when you do the refiring of the gas, the first turbine. God bless you, and may God help you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.